What's up, Eagles fans? Fran Duffy here, joined by Joe Douglas. And Joe, football's over. I feel like every time I leave Lad People Stadium, a little piece is left here with me because I know that the 11-on-11 action for the rest of the season is done. What is that like now as we go into the rest of this draft process?
That's right. This is the last time you'll see these college prospects out on the field in pads until draft. So it's a little depressing, but it's a great opportunity for these guys. And we've seen a couple guys really showcase their talents and make the most of their opportunities. So from here, these guys are going to get ready for the combine, and we're going to get ready for the combine as well. So our scouts will get back in a couple of weeks. We'll get together. We'll talk about Senior Bowl. We'll talk about the East-West. We'll talk about their playing careers. We'll get ready for the combine and really start honing in on the guys that are going to be future Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, and obviously this is a big part of the final puzzle when it comes to the final evaluations and where these guys stack on the board. How important is it to try and juggle, you don't want to have too much recency bias versus what we saw here live versus what we saw over the last 11 months on film?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you hit the nail on the head, Fran. Like, this is a piece of the puzzle, but it's not the biggest piece of the puzzle. What these guys have done in their career, I mean, that's a big part of their resume moving forward, and it all means something going forward. And this is important. This is an important piece of the puzzle. The interviews are an important piece of the puzzle. Their top 30 visits are an important piece of the puzzle. Combine. So we take all that information and we really, like I said, we hone in on the best guy for us.
Yeah, and you talked about we had the Senior Bowl this week, we had the Shrine Game, NFLPA Bowl the previous week, all the All-Star games now in the books. So now it's almost like we could take our eyes and look towards this underclassmen group, a record underclassmen come into this draft class. So what is that like now for you guys? Obviously, so much work has been done already, but does the focus now shift away from the senior class a little bit in the next couple of weeks before the combine?
Our guys have done a great job on honing in on the guys that could possibly come out from the fall. So they've gotten their eyes on them. So we've gotten a little bit of a head start there. And then you're right, we've the area guys are really locked into their juniors, and we'll be getting ready to talk about those guys in our February meetings here shortly.
I know one exciting part is always bringing the coaches into the picture. Now that the season obviously unfortunately over, you bring these guys in. What is that like, trying to inculcate the coaches into the draft process?
I mean, it's a vital part. So we had our end of season meetings last week with the coaching staff, and each coach went over their position group. Now these guys we're gonna work on getting them their unrestricted free agent guys to evaluate, and then after that we'll get them started on these college guys. And our coaches have a lot of passion for evaluating these young college guys, and they play a big role in determining who the best Eagle will be on draft day.
Well, only a couple weeks now until Indy. We're going to let you get going to meetings here the rest of the night. Joe, appreciate the time here on PhiladelphiaEagles.com.
Thanks, Fran.